with my wife at a time where I just needed the next level. I was looking to get myself and my family to the next level. So there's been a couple of things that we've been able to do over the last few years to really help us win here. You know, your story is so important, and whether you've been in for a while and maybe you don't have your wings, or you hit a rank and you feel like you're stagnant and you're stuck, or life has gotten in the way, that's all right, because this business will wait for you. However, it's a mountain. It will not bend to you. You need to grow to it. So, you know, there's been different times in my business and different times in my life where I've had ups and downs, and I've done a couple of things with the people around me to stay rooted in what makes this thing work. Because at the end of the day, this business is caught, not taught. And what that means is you've got to be in action. You've got to be in motion. If there's not a travel party or events around you, create them. You've got to be listening to the audios. Cassandra Pope, Eric Risbowski, Byron Schraub, Jeff and Troy. You know, you've got to be listening to the audios. You can download the Chillin' WW, Chillin' Worldwide app, or there's a bunch of audios on SoundCloud or The Advantage. You need to be locked in mentally to what it is that's going to get this thing to you, because this business is caught, not taught. You need to be around mentally and physically the people that are doing it. Also, and this is really important, okay, this business is 90% mental and 10% physical. So really what I see happen is, how can you hit a target that you don't have? A lot of people don't have their goals set. This is what happens. You join World Ventures, you're excited, you go to an event, oh my goodness, you see your life, you see your goals, you see your dreams. And then you're like, I'm going to hit a rank, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But what you need to understand is, when you went to that event, you went into that event who you were a couple of minutes before you went into it, and you left that event still the same person, just inspired to change what you're going to do in your life. Write this down if you're taking notes right now. You can change your destination. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. You see, the world, don't matter if you're in the United States or Israel, has this microwave society. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. So you go to that event, or you see that trial party, or you listen to Eric Risbowski and you feel inspired. And so you write a new list, or you don't even write a list, and you go out and you show so-and-so who's never been to an event, who's never been to a trial party, who's never been to a training, who's never been on a dream trip. And they tell you, this is a scam, I looked it up on Google, this doesn't work. And whack, you get hit right in the center of your dreams. You get hit right in the center of your goals. You feel deflated, and then you stop. And then once you stop, you feel discouraged. Now you're feeling guilty because you're not doing it, and that guilt piles up. And you start thinking about what you don't want, and see, what you don't want starts to fester, and it starts to grow in your business, because thoughts are things. So I'm not the best in World Ventures. I'm not the fastest to do it. I don't have the most personal. I've been able to stick close to just a couple of few things that have helped me and my team grow to the level where people know our name. And now, with much is given, much is required, right? And so, yes, over the years, 7 years, I've got a new wife. My son, Kingston David Walker, he's one. He just turned one on April 14, 2019. I'm so grateful to God for that little baby boy. But because we made those decisions to stay disciplined and stay engaged and be around people that are winning and make sure we stay focused on our goals, Kingston's been on 38 flights in the last 12 months. I mean, we've been to Israel, we've been to Africa, we've been to Australia, we've been to Asia, we've been to Fiji, we've been Bora Bora, we've been to Jamaica, we've been to Cabo, we've been to places that I can't even remember right now. And I'm telling you that because there's nothing about me that's better than you. Besides a couple of decisions to make a decision, a couple of instances to make a decision to stay locked and loaded. Okay, so let's talk about what those are. First of all, it's simple. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? This is important. When I'm starting a new person, I literally got off the Zoom. I just did a Zoom presentation with a friend, with a guy on the team, and he literally just, he's signing up someone right now. I got off with him. He's putting someone in the system. And I started working with him on Tuesday. And he's now putting in his second personal right now. And when I started with him, I said, what do you want? And he said to me, he's working as a car salesman and he cannot stand his life. He hates it. And he wants to get out of there. That's what he wants. He just wants to get out of there. He doesn't want to work for someone else where he's not happy anymore. So that's what he wants. So I want you to take some time and figure out what does he want. It could be small, just what do you want? Because what happens is you look at companies like Amazon and Facebook, you know, McDonald's, these are all international companies. I think Amazon is in Israel. It's probably taken over the world, right? Facebook everywhere, Facebook's everywhere. And you know, what do these companies do? They figure out what they want, right? They figure out what they want. Then you have to start there. What do you want? The next thing you're going to do is, why do you want it? So I asked Greg, I said, why do you want it? Because he's tired of being a grown man that is spending so many hours working for somebody else. And he can't take care of his family. So what is it that you want? Why do you want it? The third thing, how much time in a week's time, are you willing to put towards this part-time on the side? Like a job. Now understand, this is not a job. It's not a job. This is a vehicle to get you to own your life. You know what the thing that makes me the most angry right now is because this is what it is. There's not a shortage of people out there in this world that want to be led. There's a shortage of people out there that are willing to do what it takes to lead. I'm going to say that again. There's not a shortage of people out there that want to be led. There's a shortage of people that have taken the time, have the commitment, the courage, the belief, and the training to go lead. What do I mean? Y'all, when you find out what you want and why you want it and you stay committed long enough to it, somebody else's life is going to change because you decided to change your life. That's the bigger picture. You're not supposed to live the life that the world handed you. You're supposed to live the goals and dreams that God put in your heart. But guess what? This is not a job. So I'm not your boss. You're your boss. So it's going to be easy for you to get discouraged and get off track. It's going to be easy for you to not be disciplined and listen to Eric Krasbowski every single morning. It's going to be easy for you to not be committed because someone said they weren't going to come to your travel party today, so now it doesn't happen. It's going to be easy for you to get in your feelings, especially when no one's around you. The difference between successful person and unsuccessful person is that the successful person does the uneasy things in easy times. What do I mean? The uneasy thing in easy times. The uneasy things when you don't feel like doing the travel party, it's easy not to do it. You don't feel like going to the training, it's easy not to do it. It's the uneasy thing in the easy time. No one's your boss here. Let me tell y'all something straight up. I'm not on this Zoom right now to inspire you. I've tried to inspire people for the last 6.5 years, and it's draining. Because when I pour my heart and soul into someone I believe in and to try to inspire them and it doesn't, it hurts me. I now realize that it's not my job to inspire you. It's my job to just tell you what can happen and go show you how it works, and the right ones will follow. Jeff Goff told me this a long time. This is not for the chosen few. It's for the few that choose. So what happens is you know what you want. You know why you want it. The time is important. Now here's why the time is important. The time is important because if you, Ayal, or you, Olivia, you say, I've got 10 hours a week, that's non-negotiable. Just like eating is non-negotiable. Just like bathing is non-negotiable. Just like the job you have is non-negotiable. Someone asked you to come do a beer. Someone asked you to come give back. This is what I've realized. You have to be able to say no to small things to achieve big things. You have to be able to say no. Someone's like, oh, I need your help moving. I've got such a big heart. Let me do it. No. You schedule your 10 hours, your 5 hours. I don't care what hours those are. You schedule those, and those things are mandatory. Let me tell you why this is important. One of the main reasons I said yes to Ayal when he asked me to do this call is I did a team call, my team yesterday. I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. Tomorrow is July 1st, and tomorrow is New Year in July. That's what we're calling it. New Year in July. See, everyone else did goals December 31st, and what they're going to try to do, and 99.9 are going to fail, is because they're going to try to take their goals from December 31st, 2018, and they're going to try to go all the way to December 31st, 2019, and they're not going to recalibrate. They're not going to do what we're doing right now, which is repositioning, thinking a little bit different, focusing on our goals. We're recalibrating. We're going to set some new goals, be re-inspired, and we're going to take this business and our life in increments, because 365 days, the world is going to pitch you. It's going to knock you down. Why? Because all of us are either going into a storm, in a storm, or coming out of a storm at all times of our life. You're either going into a storm, in a storm, or coming out of a storm at all times of our life. Here's the problem. You think that storms are bad. You're not being picked on. You've been picked. God will only put a storm in front of you if you're strong enough for the next level. If you're going through a storm, that means you're going from point A to point B. That means you decided what you want, why you want it, how much time you're going to actually do it. And because you are now in motion, there is turbulence. Who's ever been on a plane that didn't have a little turbulence? Turbulence is a part of the game. The problem is when you quit in the middle of turbulence, that means you can't pray for strength and complain when God puts weight on you. The turbulence is for those people going to higher levels. Now, if you're going to go from point A to point B, and whatever vehicle is, we're doing that in World Ventures, you just have to know that it can't be a straight line. It's going to be ups and downs. The problem is you keep quitting. You keep stopping. Every time it gets hard, every time someone tells you no, every time something happens in the market, with your wife, with your husband, in your business, in your heart, you stop. And I want to stop too. So I'm not impenetrable. I'm not some superhuman. I'm just starting to understand how this thing works. So I set things up for me not to fail. My alarms on my phone are positive. I have goals all over my house. I sit down, I know what I want, why I want it, how much time. I have audios. I surround myself with a circumference of people that believe in me and lift me up. I set myself up because you know what the thing about the devil is? When he sneaks up on you, he doesn't have footsteps. So you need to prepare yourself for it. It's easy to stop, guys. It's easy to stop. Stop feeling down on yourself. World Ventures is a blessing because it's a vehicle. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to think about right now, in your mind. Matter of fact, we're going to stop. All of us are going to stop. Every single one of us, I'm getting a new piece of paper. I want you to write out 3 things, myself included, right now. Get a pen, get a paper. If you're driving, pull your ass over. I want every single person right now to write 3 things that World Ventures has done positively for you since you started. For me, 1, I proposed to my wife on stage at IMD. 2, I've got over 6 people on my team that have earned over 6 figures. 3, this August will be my 7th team trip in a row. We'll have over 400 people on this one. Every year in the last 7 years, we brought people out of the country. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds. Boom. As soon as I write that, my guy sends me the text message of the congrats on the growth of your business. God is good. Right? Why did I have you write that down? Because what you focus on expands. You got on this call for me to say something to you to help you go win in your business. I got on this call to tell you and remind you that this business has already changed your life. So 1, be grateful for where you are. 2, plan, prepare, and work hard for where you're going. You're not being picked on, you've been picked. I've worked really hard to get where I am, and I'm not where I want to be in this business or in life. This is not to inspire you. This is just to educate all of us. I'm growing here. It's a blessing for Israel to want me to speak. As much as you may think highly of me, I'm so grateful to be on here with you. We're just out here growing, guys. It's not about being perfect. It's about being in motion. It's about stopping quitting. It's about taking ownership in your life. Business is just a word, but I've really started to run my life at a business. I've learned that good intention, well-intentioned leaders can still fail because they don't schedule what's important. They're addicted to social media. They're addicted to what other people think. You want to know what's most important to you right now in your life? Show me your calendar. How much time do you spend with your family? How much time do you spend on your business? How much time do you spend with friends? How much time do you spend doing things that don't get you what you want? I mean, literally, I schedule time. Right now, Sarah and I, we schedule because we're going to be double international marketing directors. We're going to be double international marketing directors by July 1st, 2020, God willing. He told me that's the date that we'll be double IMDs, July 1st, 2020. And I'm now, because of that, scheduling things that matter the most. So that goal is not just some goal that I'm telling you. It's planned and prepared and effort. God also told me, don't worry about where the people are coming from. Don't worry about what it's going to look like. Plan for success, but have faith that he's going to put the right people in front of me. I have to be the best man that I can be so God can put his super with my natural, and we can take this to the next level. I read in a book that said God can do more in 1 hour than you can do in an entire year. Now, I'm not preaching to you about what God is and what's not, and who you don't have to take my God. I want you to get the message, catch the message here. I'm the messenger, not the message. Catch the message here. The message is you keep showing up on these Zooms and going to the training because you want to do better. So if you want to do better, act better. Pull out your calendar and do not allow your feelings to determine your future. If you don't feel like doing it, so what? Having emotions is a luxury. Not feeling like it is a luxury. It's a luxury. Emotions are a luxury. Oh, I don't feel like doing it. Yeah? Well, what's your bank account looking like? What's your story looking like? What's your life looking at? You have to overpower that. And the way you do it, listen, I have times and moments where I don't want to do it. Show, be a husband, all that. Sometimes I just want to just go ahead and shut it all down, right? Just like, But guess what? I can't do that. I have responsibilities. I've got things, and I love my wife, I love my son, I love my team, I love all of it. I'm just trying to show you how human I am, right? And so I set things up for me to win. And so the reason why I had you write these 3 things out, guys, is because as you think about where you are and where you're going, do not forget what's most important. You've already been blessed. Thoughts are things. Keep those 3 things with you and maybe add 2 more to make it 5. So whenever you feel discouraged, you can read and write down and remind yourself how blessed you really already are and get back in the game. Know what you want, know why you want it, and schedule the time, schedule what's important. If you're not winning, schedule what's important. Now here's I did 5 P's with my team yesterday. Let me just pull these out for you guys real quick. I'm not going to go over all of them, but I just want to give you guys, because you're in Israel and I don't get to see you or talk to you, so I want to give you stuff that you can actually take. Okay, so the 5 things, the 5 P's to success. It's really actually 6. Let me put 6 P's. 6 P's to success. All right, P number 1 is plan. We talked about it. Okay, what do you want? Why do you want it? You got to make a plan. My plan is to be senior rep by July 8th. Okay, so what, and this should not take you more than 10 minutes. Okay, this should not take you more than 10 minutes. So it's like, how many people do you, from now till July 8th, need to join your business to be a senior rep? 15 people? Okay, so how many days from now to July 8th? Well, 9? Well, how many people? So you need about 2 a day. So if you need about 2 a day, that means you need to show about 5 to 10 a day between you and your team. Here's what I want to tell you about plan/goals. Okay, this is where I see people fail. They fail not because they can't do it. They fail because they get in their feelings. Plans and goals. When I set a goal, if I don't hit the goal, it's just, okay, let's say I set a goal for a date and I don't hit it. If I happen to not hit that goal, then all I'm going to do is recalibrate and continue to go. If you don't hit a goal on a date that you set, that doesn't mean you're bad or you suck. Oh my God, relax. Get out of your feelings and get in the game, please. Listen to some Eric Grisbowski, pray on it, look at the list of 3 to 5 things World Ventures has already blessed you with, and keep moving on. So the first one, if you're going to do this on a high level, you need to have a plan. You need to know what, why. We did that. Have a plan and have goals. The second one is you need to pack. The second P is pack. You need to pack your schedule. Listen, for all you guys out there that are hopefully wishful thinking that your business will grow, listen, you're going to be a World Ventures doormat. Your goals are going to get stepped all over. If you have a goal and your schedule is not packed, it's just a wish. Stop it. Right? You want to lose weight, but you're not going to the gym praying that it's going to get off you. Please, you're delusional and you're making the industry look bad. Seriously. I don't want to be rude, but if you have a goal and you're not putting in effort, it's a wish. All right? Stop it. We want you to be proud of our industry and not delusional in it. The third thing, so first one is plan, second one is pack, third one is posture. If you don't know what you want or why you want it, you're not going to have any posture. Posture means you have a goal. Listen, when you're showing this, inviting people and showing World Ventures, you're not asking someone to join. You're telling someone that what you've already committed to and seeing if they see the vision you see and telling them to come with you. If they tell you no, you don't stop, because if you stop because someone told you no, that means either 1, you don't have a goal, or 2, you don't believe in it. I wouldn't join you either. If you're going out and getting no's and you let someone else telling you no stop you, then that means the goal that you have is actually not real. If I say I'm going to go build this for my son and I go get 100 no's before my first yes, will I get discouraged? For sure. But will I stop? Absolutely not, because that means I'm actually not doing it for my son, and I wouldn't join me either. So you got to have posture. And here's a great secret about posture that I learned. Posture can be borrowed until it is manufactured in yourself. I'll say it again. Borrow posture. Listen to Byron. Listen to Eric. Listen to Cassandra Pope. Listen to the audios. Listen to the people that have posture, and listen and listen and listen and listen until you start saying, get paid, get paid, get paid yourself. Okay? Until you start believing it. I used to have Eric Grisbowski's get paid as my alarm. I'd wake up like this. Get paid, get paid, get paid. And my first appointment, I was just so fired up because I had Eric in my mind and I believed him until I could have it from myself. The fourth one, and it's really important, star this one, persistence. What makes you think you're going to go hit a rank in 10 days when you haven't done a presentation in a year? Stop it. Give yourself some time and some grace. This business is like farming. You can plant fast, but the growing process is not up to you. That's God. So plant really, really, really fast, plant right, but you have to have persistence for this thing to happen on a high level. The fifth one, it's mandatory for me, but it can be optional for you. It's pray. Every single goal I set, every single step I take, I ask God to anoint my steps. I ask him, listen, if it's right for me, Lord, please point me in the way. I tell him right now, Lord, that everything that I'm doing, Father God, is not up to me. It's up to you. I'm just going to work as hard as I can. And when you want to put your super with my natural, you'll be proud of the man that I am, because I worked hard, anticipating with massive faith and belief that you will come through. When you set your goal and then you don't have faith, then that's why it's not happening. You got to have faith matched with the goal. Prayer. I pray for it. And the last one is patience. You have to have patience. You have to have patience. This is not an overnight success. Listen, one of the greatest gifts in my life is my son. And I had to wait 9 months for that boy to come out the belly. I couldn't rush that process. 1. 2, he's 1 now. We couldn't force him to be, 1 sooner than 1. We're having a great time with him, but it took a year for him to be 1. You can't rush this process. Now, If you want to expedite the process here, if you want to induce the process here, work harder, show more people, plan better. You don't need a lot of time. You can only have 2, 4, 6 hours a week. But in those 2, 4, 6 hours, by the way, money-making activity means inviting and showing, not scheduling, this right here, not training. I did this because y'all asked me, and I love you guys, but I'm telling you right now, I want to go show the deal. My calendar is full, guys. My calendar is packed up. Let me show you my calendar. It's packed up. I had to squeeze this in. Where's my son here? Look, I had to squeeze this in here. My calendar is full. I need to show more people. I need to fill this up. We got told no. Somebody told me this is a scam. I Googled it. Thank you, Lord. Continue to tell me that my deal doesn't work, because I'm gonna just go hit double IMD and then see how I can do a fundraiser in your neighborhood, because you won't be able to because you're working for somebody else. So, I think that's enough for today. I love you guys. Let's recap. What do you want? Why do you want it? How much time are you willing to do to it? Be committed. Remember your why. Remember the blessings, okay? Be grateful. When you get off this call, understand turbulence is coming. Usually when you make the greatest decision, rejection is coming. Don't be fooled. Write this down. You're not being picked on. You've been picked. When turbulence comes, it's because you've been selected. Turbulence doesn't come to those that are not worthy for it. So everyone thinks when things are hard, it's because they're bad or they are not doing something right. I'm telling you, the harder it is, the bigger the blessing, okay? The 5 Ps. Plan your goals, pack your schedule, posture up, persistence, pray, and patience. Plan your goals, pack your schedule, posture up, persistence, pray, and patience. Last but not least, please have fun. This is a travel job. We're so emotional. Every single one of us needs a psychologist. Human beings are so wacky. Every one of you, even the ones that are really on here that are really wacky, and you either go to a doctor for it or take meds. Honestly, I love you because at least you're being honest about it. The rest of us, we get in our emotions like a freaking roller coaster. Chill out. You got one life to live. I'm not trying to get to the end of the deal here and be miserable because I was worried because so-and-so told me no about my deal. Have fun. Have a great time. Y'all, way to lead, brother, and stay persistent. Great job, all of Team Israel. Bless you guys. Have some fun. Stand up for your country. Go build this deal. It doesn't matter who tells you no. Just matters that you never quit because of it. God bless you guys. I'm going to hop off here. We got some more lives to change. I hope this added value to you. Thank you guys so much. Remember, you're not being picked on. You've been picked. I'm out of here. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Team Israel.
Bless you. Thank you so much. Wow, 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 wow. All right. אוקיי, תקשיבו. לא יאומן. זה באמת אחד הוובינרים הכי טובים. כנראה הוובינר הטוב ביותר שאני באופן אישי יצא לי לחוות ב6.5 שנים של הקריירה שלי כאן ב-World Ventures. ראיתם את הלו"ז שלו, זה לא היה צחוק, הוא באמת באמת עמוס. והוא היה לו כל כך חשוב לבוא ולתת מהערך שלו עוד קצת למרות הלוז העמוס הזה שלו. To all the Americans that are on this call, thank you so much for your time, thank you for participating as well. אז כך חברים, בואו נמנף את האנרגיות המטורפות האלה שקיבלנו עכשיו מדרון. יש לנו מחר מצגת מרכזית ברמת גן, מועדון כדור דשא, החל מ8:30 אורחים, 9 אנחנו מתחילים, 10 אנחנו אמורים לסיים, 10:15 גג אנחנו אמורים לסיים. תגיעו, תביאו אורחים, בואו נעשה את זה בדיוק לפי הפיז שדרון אמר, בואו נתכנן מה שאנחנו רוצים, בואו נצא מחר ונזמין מלא אנשים, ויש לנו מחר מצגת מרכזית עם כמה מהאנשים התותחים ביותר בארץ שיעבירו את המצגת הזאת. בנוסף, יש לנו פרלמנט ביום שישי הקרוב, אנחנו כבר נצא איתו, והכי, הכי, 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 הכי חשוב, יש לנו ערב צוות פלוס מצגת ככל הנראה יום שני הבא, ב8-7 ביולי. בואו ניתן בראש כמה שיכולים, יש לנו שבוע עד הערב צוות, אחרי השבוע הזה יש לנו עוד שבוע אחד, שבוע וקצת 10 ימים עד שנגמר המבצע של $150. אז חברים, ההקלטה של הוובינר הזה יעלה בקרוב לקבוצות פייסבוק. אוהב אתכם, תודה שהשתתפתם, תודה שהייתם פה. Get it!
Oh, Jesus help me.